While exploring the progenitor ruins, several members of your expedition team were struck simultaneously with a powerful vision, depicting the construction of a towering device larger than a city. The vision is so detailed that the expedition team was able to share some of its secrets with the people as a whole, granting a free up in one affinity. Well. I think the people could use some spiritual spiritual unity, so let's give them more purity.
The arc of civilization stretches from the Indus and Mesopotamia to the edge of this world in a strong and unbroken line.
Poetic. Sounds meaningless, but poetic. A wise man once said that all wealth is a product of labor. You must be fabulously wealthy. Well, we are. But we as a people are, not just me. I mean, my office is quite, how do you say it? Modest. Yes, modest.
Turing Shanda. Noun. Shame felt upon discovering one has mistaken an artificial intelligence for a close relation.
What a fun term. That is the goal, actually. I mean, if you could have droid infiltrate us in an enemy force, that would be the best spies ever.
The spirit has always been willing. The flesh has always been weak.
Well, that's a bit far, but true. Spirit certainly has always been willing. Ooh, a little nest there. Less pioneering spirit. That sounds good. Expand our borders. And that should increase all of our city growths as well. Excellent, the people are inspired. Must be the speeches. The whisper. Quite intimidating, the new shroud. Named after the supreme old spy master. Such a hidden threat he was. Such a hidden threat these little submarines are. Swarm intelligence. That was what Dr. Green was working on. I think that's certainly worth working out further.
لدينا بعض الخبرة في التجارة.
Ah, my lady, of course. You've been the only one I can truly rely on in this world. A very special place for you in my heart. Yes. Very good. As thanks, I will take care of these aliens there for you. Out of our lands. Total obliteration as usual. Excellent work, soldiers. You will eat well tonight. Oh, another explorer falls to the dragons. You will be replaced and then avenged. Such is a certainty. We will take care of that nest for you, my lady. There you go. Safety is restored for you and your people. Let it be known that Lord Diar has the best in heart for your people. And we'll clear this out for you as well. You have very impressive ships as well. I'm very impressed. Similar design, actually. Oh, how unexpected. No dragons will get a foothold in my territory. That giant worker droid, the crawler. That seems promising. Work on it. It's a big project, I know. But you will manage it. Diar's Hold, you will. Oh, what's that? Bugs. Flying giant alien bugs.
There's an old soldier's axiom. You can't kill what you can't see. The inverse is also true.
Yes, you can kill what you can see. Such a lovely inspiration. The Panopticon, I'd imagine that's a surveillance system? Let us see what it is. The Panopticon. The sophistication of the Panopticon is a product of centuries of combat analytics that predate planetfall. Ah yes, must be an old Bureau of Research project then. And likely the great mistake itself. Why else would mutually assured destruction be found within its solution space? What the Panopticon represents is an adaptation of these analytics to an accurate, if basic, understanding of the planet itself. It represents the point at which another tool of the colonists went from Earth-centered assumptions to one appropriate to this new world. Drum and cast-centered assumptions, and of the old wars against the Republic, I assume. For the interested student of history, the Panopticon algorithms are an insight into paranoia and violence. Everything detectable is seen as screened for a threat. That's just wise. That's not paranoid. And then pass within categories. And such truly fascinating categories. And matched with a response ranging from evaluate again in n seconds to a euphemistic terminate with extreme prejudice. I put that in there. The hardware of the Panopticon has long since been lost to time, but archaeological remains of it show up in surprising places from time to time. Most recently the altar of Saint Maness of the sect of Post-Destlin. I hope we exterminated that sect. It sounds awful. Was found to be made from casing of an inert Panopticon hardpoint. So it's a computerized surveillance system. Excellent. We can use it immediately to blast these bugs into oblivion. Miasma everywhere. You get sick of it, miasma. These lands are dangerous. Ah, a sunken spacecraft. That we can dig up. And we can Send our little explorer right there right away. Excellent.
I'm open to the possibilities.
Well, only for humanitarian reasons. My daughter also always wants me to keep a close eye to the humanitarian cost of things, so yes, you'll get that. Let's see if we can make some new deals.
لدينا بعض الخبرة في التجارة.
My dear lady, perhaps we can
أنا
work on
منصتة.
something. Yes. Private arms development. Would that work? See, you are a truly fine woman, my lady. I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye. Cooperation is the key to survival. Agreements are vital, indeed. Extracolonial affairs? You're getting awfully rude, you warmongering loon. I thought I could respect you, but apparently I can't. A few people I can respect, it seems. Haven't you cleared out that nest yet? We'll do it for you if you keep this up. In fact, yes, we are going to do it for you.
I'm open to the possibilities.
Cooperation. Well, only because you asked, but we will never be allies again. Unless you drop the stupid aggressive attitudes and meaningless wars.
لدينا بعض الخبرة في التجارة.
Reserve army, yes. Anything you desire, my dear. Anything you desire.
Command decisions are not made on a single data point. They are the result of 1,000 data points crystallized in a single moment.
Yes, and that's why we work so hard towards our computing.
We discarded the booster rockets which got us off Earth. Why shouldn't we discard some of those Earth genes, now that better ones are available?
Well, we have been working on curing genetic diseases and such. That was swarm intelligence done. Swarm robotics. Let's continue this line of research. Now that we have swarm computing and swarm intelligence, we can work towards applying it out in the field in our drones. And more algae farming will do. A contact victory? That fool! He's trying to contact Sakul. We cannot allow that. That must be stopped. We are not yet ready. We need to take him more seriously, it seems. Obstacles of the past. It would seem that cloning is as controversial here as it was back on Drummond Cass. Our people have gathered outside the new cloning plant, demanding to know how the technology will be used. It's a fair question. Cloned proteins could very well increase the shelf life of our food, but those same stem cells could be used to battle many forms of diseases which still affect us. We will have to choose one. Whatever their reasons, ethical, spiritual, our people are not prepared to fully accept cloning into their daily lives. Weak, small-minded fools. Our health is going actually very well. Still, we've seen what problems it causes in the past, so make our people more healthy, genetically superior. For too long we have allowed the belief that some limit of scientific progress of all. Let us direct our focus towards the health of our people, so that they may no longer be plagued by the weaknesses of our past, be they physical or mental. They have finally cleared it up. Or no, that's the wrong place. I'm a fool. No, they haven't finally cleared it up. Oh, and I think they're trying to do another invasion again, since we're still at war with them. I almost forgot. With how little threats these people form. We'll need to field an army to deal with the fool, before he can establish long-range communication with Zakul. Oh look, here's our Panopticon tower. Hopefully this will be the last time I have to deal with those purple people. Perhaps it's time to end it once and for all, as we did with the hut spawn.
एक और एक 11 होते हैं.
You've improved your dress a little bit, it seems. Well, this looks good to me. I'm half tempted to make an alliance with you, Jedi. As unholy as that might sound. Wave of the future. With the completion of the Holosuite, a recent holographic novella series depicting Drummond Cast has become immensely popular within the colony. Ah, good! Unfortunately, the novella has come under a copyright claim. What? By a prominent corporation. If we enforce a claim, the corporation has offered to provide free programming of other older holographic media. A radical alternative to consider would be to make all holographic media available to the public. That's bribery. I will not be bribed. Make it free to everyone. Copyright laws are an outdated concept that doesn't apply to modern entertainment. By releasing all Holosuite media, we will see an immediate change in our society. Good, good. Foresight. Or science? Well, since we are doing well, I say we should invest in this. Ooh, they have little aircrafts today. We should build some of our own, especially if we're going to attack as far away as we are now to end the threat of the Tyans contacting Zakul. Pillage it and then we destroy that artillery of theirs. No chance. Now who shall we bomb first? I think you!
Le commerce fonctionne quand on comprend l'autre.
I find it strange that the Republic and the Jedi seems most reliable partners in these times. What has this world come to? Ah, Raheon, you're done with something. Good. Good, you might become worth mentioning in the future. Oh, I'm kidding, I'm quite proud of my daughter. cloning lab. Ew. We are running out of power. The bionics lab provides an improvement to our colony's health and stability. Recently, however, an accident at the laboratory caused a faulty bionic implant to be inserted into a native species of fern. Why would you put an implant into a fern? Sometimes scientists are crazy, I suppose. The result was incredible, both visually and scientifically. Artists and scientists would like to use the lab to do further work with native bionic implantation. But unfortunately the laboratories could only house one group of non-essential personnel. We're not going to make art out of this. Study it perhaps, though the whole thing sounds idiotic to me. Bionics are a scientific enterprise and belong in the domain of scientists. We will allow the scientists to study this and future phenomenon for permanent places in the bionics lab.
智慧和财富是最好的分享物。
No! I'm going to end this!
智
Once and for all! Payday! Riots in the streets of the capital! In a year since the invention of the Gravitas Corporation machine-controlled helmet, adoption amongst all industries in our colony has become commonplace. As companies now do more work with fewer workers, unemployment rates have soared. Recently, protests movements have turned violent, threatening to occupy the capital until a solution is found. Regardless of their cause, our colony government must maintain order. The capacity for stupid agents to produce smarter outcomes has a lesson for a manager. Your employees do not need to know very much for you to get the desired results.
It is inevitable that we will become part of this new world, because you cannot participate in a system without being complicit in it. Embrace your complicity and move to acceptance.
I do like the idea of acceptance. I always saw that actually as a fundamental tenet of the Civ philosophy, to accept one's emotions, one's humanity, one's flaws. But still, we can't have riots. We need to do something about that immediately. Still, we unfortunately do not have the wealth to build Eidolon soldiers yet. Let's hope we survive the riots. Swarm robotics done, and we will need to launch a fast invasion towards the enemy. Mobile levs, yes. We will need every unit to be able to invade land and sea. So levitation technology must be paramount. For we need to deal with the fool that tries to contact Sakul.
저와 협력하신다면 큰 힘이 될 것입니다.
No, I know what you're trying to do. Contacting Sakul cannot be allowed. Survive! Mighty auto sled. Yes, you survived. Now we can retreat. Lord Diar, log entry number 12. A grave threat has arisen, one that I had not calculated upon. The Tian hegemony, perhaps out of selfish desire for power or misguided desperation, seeks to contact the invaders that destroyed our old beloved empire. I figure most of the other people here have not seen or do not understand the threat this poses to our continued development and freedom. As much as I'd love to take a fight to these enemies, it would be running into a meat grinder if that war were to happen now. Our efforts have been focused on planetary domination, not extraterrestrial defense. We don't have much in the way of starfighters, capital ships, or surface-to-orbit cannons. If we are found by a spacefaring enemy now, we'll be bombed to bits. For the good of everyone on this planet, Han Jae-moon must be stopped. End of log entry.